I'm your host with the most who ever toast, Leader Johnson. We are here on Follow Sports. Yo, my audio show. I love it, man. We love the ball back to the fans, man. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. We're gonna talk about Stephen A. Smith. What is wrong with y'all? You should be ashamed of yourself. NFL new coaches that could be getting hired. We're gonna talk more about that. The ones fired. We got some Tomlin, hardball thing to talk about. And the Phillies. What they doing, man? All my Philly fans, and get on here. We got some other news we're gonna go across here with, man. It's gonna be a good show today, man. Follow your sports. We're gonna get things started, man, with all my leaders out there. We're gonna get it started. Great subjects today, man. Great subjects. Let's bring it in.
Right thing, and what's doing the right thing? Wheel in the left, cushion the right pain. Only know one posture. A brick ice stain, sweat pouring out my glands. Fuck grams, I need cream. I done blacked out somebody trying to kill me, man. Fighting through this battlefield as ill as I am. Can't go like this. Is this really happening, fam? Now I'm feeling crazy cause I wasn't even fucked up. Seem as if bad luck coming my way, well at least it's luck. Stacking dollars one at a time, at least it's a buck. If Christ ain't in front of me, then at least it's a book. Smoke weed, hit weights like took. If you ain't strong, you might end up a crook. Weak man with a pistol, strong arm crook. Seasoning the game this right, it's almost time to cook. Where my food at?
All these niggas trying to get my stride, trying to tell me how to live my life, but they don't know the consequences when you play that game. Little homie, you can lose your life, but they don't know. I lead and they follow. They follow my lead. I lead and they follow. They listen to me.
Follow the leader sports, man. We got things to talk about. Stephen A. Smith. I gotta get to that first, man. It's just kind of crazy because I know people got their opinions. They got things to say about Stephen A. Smith, but opinions is good. Just don't listen. He's a mentor. He's definitely one of those guys. Definitely one of those guys you don't really disrespect for what for? What are the reasons? People are crazy right now. They are crazy right now. Crazy. It's unbelievable things you say to a guy like that. I understand it's things that certain analysts say that you might not like. You might not like what they say. But you don't have to like. The opinions on Stephen A. Smith is crazy. One thing, he talks politics. He talks other things from New York. This man has broken barriers and gotten credentials well deserved. He's gotten credentials well deserved, man. Money, everything. But listen, this is the real talk. I gotta say to y'all, there's nothing wrong with disagreeing with some of his stuff, but to call him name like an Uncle Tom, come on, man. There's people that say, oh, he's not really for black people. What is wrong with y'all? A person that is not really for black people is going to definitely listen. There's two different perceptions, and let's get real. Donald Trump is not really for black people. You can talk about whatever friends he got, but he clearly lets you know that he loses black people for his up and up. Kodak Black getting out of jail, Amber Rose, Nicki Minaj. He's using something to get something. And Barack, he was inviting everybody to the White House, black people especially. But Stephen A. Smith has put so many black people on. It is ridiculous. It's countless. Before he even was on ESPN, when he was a Philadelphia writer, stuck up for Allen Iverson. If he wasn't for black people, do you know what he would have did to Allen Iverson? Do you know what he would have did? What he could have done? Forget what he would have did with his reputation, because he put in hard work, man. Listen, I understand one time y'all was looking at him judge something. He was like, it was a football play or a basketball play, and he made a call on it, and he said he called the league, And everybody be like, what you call the league for? He is corporate, fools. He is not from, well, I'm gonna put it like this. He is not representing or working on the rules of the street. Now, I'm from the street. I've been from the street before. Listen, there's no question I've came up and been now I'm a more corporate person. I mess with, listen, people all come from things. That is it. But what he's from New York. He's from New York. That speaks for itself. He could have been a whole different person. He on that radio, he's a different person. He's been on the It Is What It Is podcast. You got a lot of people that are from the street. He is from New York. Say what you want. He went on It Is What It Is. He went on the show. Broke down things. He's been on people that are street people like Steven Jackson and Cameron. All get corporate. Why would you judge where they're from but by who they are? Cameron is a person that is corporate. He's corporate. We don't know what Marcus Spears or Dan or we don't know none of their back. Nothing. But why would you judge them if you find something now? Oh, this man used to sell drugs or this man used to get in trouble in the street or this man. Why? It's not about, and here with Stephen A, is calling him an Uncle Tom. An Uncle Tom? Do we know what an Uncle Tom is? He's not sucking up to nobody. They pay for him. They give him a contract. We are all grown people now. Nobody's them to know. No, me from the working from the street. No, and not even being a youngster and being who I was. It was different. Me being a sports writer for 10 years and 10 years before that into sports, 20 years into sports. I'm all about corporation. But there's another side of me that I know that I have different people. Do I feel like he should have called no, he shouldn't have called nobody. But do I call him Uncle Tom for that? He's who I don't want to see me doing anything bad on the court. Stephen A. Smith. He's supposed to be that. What are you calling him Uncle Tom for? What do you want him to be? A person that takes up for the bad? Y'all are crazy, bro. Y'all are stupid. He's who you look up to. Look at him. You don't have to be exactly like him, but what he stands for, you are what you want to be. You want to be successful. He's classy on the set. He knows how to argue and articulate himself. You want to be that. Because my father always said you should know how to talk from jail to Yale. Because the world is full of it. I don't care if you're from the street or not. It's going to be somebody that come up to you that's not going to be on your corporate level. You better know how to talk to them or get them away from you. You got to know how to talk to people or walk away from them. Because you're going to have to deal with them all day. And Steven know how to deal with everybody, man. He know how to talk from jail to Yale. Rest in peace to my father, man. Pop used to call me Stephen A. He used to call me Stephen A. I used to call me Stats before that. He used to be like Stats because Pop taught me all basketball. He taught me all sports, boxing, football, NBA. And we was Philly fans for everything. Penn State, Villanova. And he put so much in my head. I used to go read about people like Wilt Chamberlain, people like Jesse Owens, people like Jackie Robinson, because I love black people too. So, yeah, I was just in anything black, I give a chance. Especially in the 90s, man, you don't give it a chance. Yeah, people are so good with the stuff that's going on now. It didn't used to be like that. But let me get clear off that point, okay? But let's just talk about this. Stop calling him Uncle Tom. Y'all are totally out of pocket for that. That is totally out of pocket. Totally out of pocket, man. You just show your class instead of your ass. If you don't agree with him, you don't agree with him. But he has did nothing to be disrespected like that. People are like, I don't see how he talk to girls. Or what did he say to girls? This is debate. Ain't no, this is girls. This is debating in sports. So take all that gender stuff out the window. It's girls and boys. No, it's intelligence. That's what it is. When it was a girl, it's a man. Who's saying the right things? You know, I don't care if it's Taylor Rooks. I don't care if it's Dan Orlovsky. I don't care if it's Kimberly Martin. I don't care if it's Joy Taylor. I don't care if it's Stephen A. Smith. I don't care if it's Jeff Saturday. Intelligence. Ryan Clark, shout out, man. Them boys be nice, man. Them boys is good. Marcus Spears, Kendrick Perkins always holding it down. I just never thought he would be interested in sport. I thought he'd be, you know, wrestling. WWL, he's so intelligent, man. Yo, that's a big boy. He looks serious every time. You don't never smile, fool. Um, shout out to everybody. Shout out to Jay Williams also, man. Jay Williams out there. Isaiah Thomas, shout out. He's back. He went through some health things. I'm so glad to hear that he is doing great. He's a legend, man. You don't get enough of them, man. I hope him and Jordan sit down and get over there. And shout out to Cameron and Jim and Dame. Stop, man. Come on. What we doing? This is hurting, man. This is we need that from them to be together because this generation is so awkward and you're just promoting it. So, all right, let's go back into what we really need to talk about in terms of the Phillies. I want to talk about that next because listen, this guy is good, man. He has everything. And what I mean, you look at prospects, right? You look at prospects and you see what they got. And he got the speed, power, glove. He's 16th man child. No, seriously, y'all. Can I talk to y'all real quick about Francisco Renteria? His father was 4-time All-Star, Major League Baseball productive player, Edgar Renteria. He was a shortstop. I remember seeing him play, man. He was good. He was real good. And to his son, he's an outfielder. The Phillies signed him to $4 million. $4 million. Yeah, I know, man. If I shout a little too much, I'm sorry, y'all. But sports is my thing, man. And I'm gonna give it to you real. This guy is good as hell to be that age. I mean, it has to remain to be seen if he's going to be a flop because we got guys who we know, Mickey Moniak. I mean, but he ended up being productive. But unbelievable things I'm seeing here. Just great to see. Just great to see. Great to see. I like legacy. Legacy is everything to me. Legacy is everything. And I think this guy is going to see. If you look at the outfield for the Phillies, you got Justin Crawford coming this year. You got Brandon Marsh, right? They still got Johan Rojas. The thing about Johan Rojas, man, he has all the talent in the world. He does. He has all the talent in the world. If he could just put the bat together, he could really be a star. I still think Harrison Bader and JT Realmuto, you need to watch out because I think Realmuto for sure will be back. And they have the money to sign Bader. They gave him a record $4 million deal. Let's get more on that. We're going to get more on that so I can tell you more. There's a lot more we got to talk about. Francisco, shout out to the Renteria family. It's just great to see. I love legacy. Anybody know? Tell them I love legacy. Are you hearing he has 30-plus home run potential? He's 17 years old, 6'4", 200 pounds. A great power, speed. Nice glove. Yo, he'll be in the top 100 prospects. He was number 3 among international prospects. I mean, he can hit on both parts of the field. He's a cool glove. He got a cool glove. Dad probably had a better one, but he'll probably get even better. Now, when he signed this deal, it's tying an international amateur franchise record, $4 million. The $4 million tying an amateur franchise record. So they getting a guy, listen, we'll get more. This is crazy right now. But just looking at that, though, but no, I'm talking about when I saw this guy, because I'm looking at his tape and this guy looks like, you got to understand when you look at guys that can hit like they hit and run and like you look at the games where he was productive. And you hear about some, he's number 2 in the class. They have a big time guy. This is you'll probably see him up in 2 years. 2 years, he'll be up there. I think he has that type of talent. Also, the Phillies got Samuel Ortiz, left-hand pitcher, right-hand pitcher, Joner Tovar, catchers, Sebastian Senez, shortstop, Jose Brusino, shortstop, who they paid $550,000, Juan Parra. That's another good player they have at shortstop. So they got somebody there. Shortstop, Kevin Alvarado, right-handed pitcher who they paid $300,000 to, Justin Boudreaux. So we look for another. We got a pitcher, a shortstop, and an outfielder. So we got one, we got an infielder, outfielder, and infielder, outfielder, and a pitcher. What we talking about? Also, Yalmer Samanduyo, Jorge Miranda, Alexandre Moretti. Those are pitchers right there, right-handed pitchers for the end. And also expected signings they're talking about. Expected signings, right-handed pitcher Jose Ramiro, um, Miguel Leia, outfielder, another outfielder, Edwin Ramirez. I'm gonna have all the news for y'all on these guys. I'm gonna go first baseman Patrick Silva, and unknown, a left-handed pitcher that's in the wind, Yona Whitman. They're saying that's unknown. So that's big. You're going for the internet every year. That franchises go for international players, and the Phillies have gone hard. I think they're aiming hard regardless. Bo Bichette is going to look at to be signed soon. And I'm telling y'all, if anybody's going, I think they're going to get JT Realmuto. It's so hard to find what JT Realmuto has, even being old. He's a great catcher. He can be a catcher for a lot of years. But even if his hitting goes down, him being a catcher, what he does behind the plate is even more important. So you can go get your guys to replace him. But what I have to tell you is that you could go get your guy to replace him, but while when you do that, you got a guy behind the plate who at least can throw you out, who at least knows how to work with pitchers. He's just one of the greatest. His hitting grade for Francisco Renteria, 60 rating for a hitter, 65 for power, 60 for run, 55 for arm, 60 for the field, 60 overall. Listen, man. This is good to get. Andrew Painter's coming up this year. You see that Ranger Suarez is gone, $130 million deal. Shout out to him. But Andrew Painter is coming up. I think it's his time. I think they're eventually going to see where he's at. They're eventually going to see where he is at as far as how good he'll be. Painter, I think, is going to be the man. Listen, every time you move up, it's always hard to go against tougher competition. He has to get used to it first. Get in there and start doing it. I mean, the only guy that's been real crazy and been good that I think has been unbelievable has been Justin Crawford. There we go, y'all. We see the Renteria family. There goes Edgar right there. We're Francisco Edgar, the former. I mean, he was real. He was good, man. 4-time All-Star. Played with I remember him playing with the Mariners. Listen, man. Legacy. Shout out to the Renteria family. This is legacy right here. Everybody remember Edgar Renteria. Shout out to all my Seattle Mariner fans. Big time, man. Big time for the Phillies. This is big news for the Phillies, man. And so, reason why I say that, because after we get Bo Bichette is the next deal. We didn't even see this coming in international prospects. Them spending the $4 million on a guy. Boom, they got one of the top guys. Then you got Justin Crawford coming. Then I think next year you'll see Aiden Miller. Aiden Miller, you better listen. Just think about it. It's still going to be a couple of years before Francisco Renteria come up. He'll be in the outfield. You got Bo Bichette in the infield. It could be Aiden Miller, Bo Bichette, Bryce Harper, whoever is the catcher, and I could say JT Realmuto. I think he's just here, man. He's not going anywhere. I don't think until it happens. I still have confidence in Rafael Marquez, excuse me. Very talented player. I mean, he hasn't had, he showed sparks. And he's still young. So to give him a whole 160 game goal, I would do it. If you feel like it. But I want JT Realmuto back, to be honest. But the next couple of years, you're going to see Renteria, you're going to see Crawford, you're going to see either Garcia or Marsh. They're still young, both of them. Who's going to win their spot? Who's going to be here? One of those two will be over there. You'll see Bo Bichette. You'll see Aiden Miller. I say in 2 years, maybe 3 years. 3 years, all these guys are going to be on the field starting. Bryce Harper's still going to be here. Trey Turner's still going to be here. JT Realmuto, I think, will still be here. I just think he'll still be here, man. That he'll rock out his career of Philly. He'll get him a World Series. We're talking about 3 years. 3 years, he'll have a World Series by then. I think they'll have one before they even get to that point. Catches, we'll see what's going on. Any of these international prospects turn up? Any of them are the guys we look for? They had one catcher with the international crop. I can definitely mention on it and talk about international crop of players. I'm gonna get right to it. The guy Sebastian Cienez, is he a guy they're looking at? That's a catcher. He's an international prospect, one of them that came in. How good is he? Is he that good? We don't know. You have other guys in the minor leagues. It's something to look at. But you also they got money. Bo Bichette is a big time guy. Castellanos, I don't see him being here. A lot of people talk about Baum next year. I don't know. What do we do with that? What do we do with that? A lot of people talk about Baum being gone. He could be gone if Bichette comes and they keep Stott. You think that happens? Maybe it does. Or maybe they keep Baum. He's the bigger bat. I know Stott is an unbelievable fielder, and he started hitting real good in the postseason. But Baum has always been a power bat. Do you let him go? Bichette can play second baseman. He can play second baseman easy. I think that's the lineup right there. I think you trade Stott, let Stott go. The only reason you would trade Baum because he's the bigger trade asset because he can hit. That's the only reason you would even think about that. And one thing Stott's going to give you is solid hitting. Even when he's hitting 230, he gets dangerous of getting walked. He'll have sparingly good games. I look at that. But we'll see how that goes, man. It's just a lot they can do. It's looking good right now. If anybody wants to know, Suarez is gone. They got Jesus Luzardo. He's back. That means they're going to invest in him. That's what that means. Andrew Painter is next, man. He's next. He is next. They are ready for him to come up. Let him be the fifth pitcher. You could bring him up being the fifth pitcher. Spring training is going to be huge. It's coming up soon. That looks like a very worrisome 5. You get Painter in there, he start doing his thing. He can throw those flames. He's tall. He's like a baby Randy Johnson. He just was struggling a little bit with Lehigh recently. But, man, that dude talent is off the chart. You take your chance with that. I'm sorry. He's not going to have that type of year that's coming up. I guarantee you Painter's going to be ready. He just coming up to another level. Got blown away, talent a little better, hit him. Yeah, he'll be there. He's going to be the guy. He's going to be the guy. He's going to be in rotation, and Philadelphia's going to have an unbelievable rotation. I know if y'all remember Zach Wheeler said he won't be here too much longer. So look for 2 or 3 years, Zach Wheeler's out of here. You better have Painter ready. Better have him ready. There's other pitchers in the minor leagues that are doing good. Philadelphia's in a good spot. I mean, you still got Trey Turner. That's about Bryce Harper being elite. Man, listen, man. Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. He just came off an MVP. Y'all shut up. Shut up. Whoever, Dabrowski, whoever said that, anybody thinking that, whatever, man. Whatever. You got Trey Turner coming off a batting title. You got Schwarber coming off a home run, killing him the home run dirty, National League home run leader title. You know what I'm saying? 100 RBIs. Baum, you know what he brings to the table. Bichette, Jesus, that whole lineup. And if you find some way to get JT Realmuto, which I think is going to happen, he's just too big. It's like Schwarber. Everybody was like, oh, is he going to be here? Man, Schwarber is too big for the Phillies. It's a big part of the Phillies. Big part of the Phillies, man. Big part of the Phillies. Big part of the Phillies. Now, coming through and looking at what happens, it's just real big. Now, we're going to get to the NFL, y'all. We're going to get to the NFL. What picture we're going to start with first? Listen, man, this is crazy. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. When we get back, we're going to talk about John Harbaugh with the New York Giants, bro. Oh, man. Oh, man. Let's go. Listen, man. This one hit me too. It did. Hit me crazy. I was like, man. I just want to say one thing. Can we get to something real quick? Holler at me. Let me let y'all holler at me real quick. Holler at your boy leader. How the hell do you fire John Harbaugh? You let him step down. It's 2 Super Bowls. You was in another, like, nobody job is safe. Nobody job is safe. John Harbaugh, 18 seasons. He only had 3 losing seasons. That's crazy. It's almost like listen. Like John Harbaugh, fired by Baltimore. It wanted to be another direction. They was thinking they just wanted to go, and that happens. This is what it is. But man, Jesus Christ. When you fire a guy like that, you could either have somebody already in the trenches ready, like out the offensive coordinator or something. You just can't. That's some big balls, and you got Lamar Jackson, you got Derrick Henry, and you just fire a big time. Who are you getting? I heard Mike Tomlin from Cameron on what it is. That would be crazy. You give Mike Tomlin. I heard Mike Tomlin. We're gonna talk about that too, because that's big. Now that's big. Mike Tomlin, that's super huge. I didn't really want to come through with but UC Wilder, we'll get to that in a minute. Unbelievable. Like, what are we talking about? But we want to talk about this. What? Stepping down. We know he was forced to step down. This is real talk. Listen, man, people have been talking about this too. You know why I say this? Because they heard it from the grapevine. A lot of people heard it from the grapevine that, he was stepping down. I mean, well, my bad. Let me say it like this. People were talking about that. A lot of people was talking like he should be fired because he hasn't had another Super Bowl, and he get in the playoffs and they don't win, and that was being said last year, and now we're getting to this year, and look what he had. Like, come on, man. He is. I ain't never seen nobody turn more from shit to sugar. I've never seen nobody do it like Mike Tomlin. From shit to sugar. Some people are good at making shit fall, but Mike Tomlin is no losing seasons, none in 19 years. This is football. Yo, man, shout out to Mike Tomlin, salute. And I also was hearing about the Baltimore Ravens and the Washington Redskins. Now, some people are saying he might step down forever. Then that's going to be it. Why he just didn't retire then? I don't think he's going to do that. He just would have retired as the coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers. So I don't believe that until I see it, because it makes no sense to step down and then say, "Oh, I'm not going to play anymore. I'm retiring." No, you would have retired as the coach right there. It would have been a press conference, everything. He would have retired. He is going to coach again. He might be a coordinator. We don't know what he's going to do yet. Maybe he don't feel like coaching full time. He want to be a coordinator. But he's going to be in the limelight. It's no doubt. But I think Tomlin's going to coach because, I think being the boss for 19 years, you don't want to be nothing else. I don't know. But he could be a coordinator. Why not? He might say, I'm sick of this. I'm sick of doing this, dealing with y'all. Let me be a coordinator. And he'll have the respect of 10,000 men. Baltimore and Washington. If he goes with Washington, and you're talking about Jaden Daniels and all the quarterbacks he's worked with, from the Kenny Prickett's, oh my God, Justin Fields, old Jaron Rodgers, he's Mason Rudolph. You put him with Jaden Daniels, bro? Jaden Daniels? Jaden Daniels? And then you're talking about Baltimore. Give him Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry. Oh my God. They are definitely going to be my AFC favorites. And if he come to the NFC East, I'm going to be like, oh, Harbaugh's already a headache. Let's go back to that picture. John Harbaugh's already a headache with the Giants. He got Jackson Dart and he gets Scatterboo. He got Malik Neighbors and he got Duke. Oh God, Jesus Christ. So Philly gonna be dealing with some tough birds, and Dallas going. Really, I'm worried about Dallas. Philly gonna win the division again. They whatever coordinator they getting, whatever the Eagles coordinator they are getting is going to be good. You hear the start right here. You hear Dabo and McDaniels are the first two, and another good name I heard from Emmanuel Acho. Shout out to Speakeasy, Emmanuel Acho, TJ Humazada, Sean McCoy, and the other two guys. I'm sorry, I gotta get their names right, man. They are gonna, bro, get my name right. It's two of them, man. One with glasses, another guy. He's like a DJ. He's like a DJ over there, man. Um, but McDaniels, it was McDaniels, Dable, and they said Greg Roman. That's a good name. He was offensive coordinator for LA Chargers. He's been for the San Francisco 49ers. He's done it before. He's been there Buffalo. Listen, he has been he's a good, and the way they were talking about him, he don't even want to be a coach. See, that's a big key thing there. You got to get it. If the Eagles always they get a coordinator, they end up becoming a coach. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Patullo's in their mode, though. You know, Brian Johnson at least ran up the scoreboard with the offense. The defense was just shit. Sean Desai, but Brian Johnson was a bad play caller. But A.J. Brown had a great season. Jalen Hurts had a great he had a good season. He had a solid season. I'm going to say that. Solid. You know what I mean? He was definitely a guy, one of the best quarterbacks in the league. If you want to say top 20. I'm going to say top 20. Put him at the top 15. And that year he was there because he had 15 interceptions. You know what I'm saying? But Jalen Hurts was still beating Tua, beating scoring 30 points, beating Buffalo, scoring the running touchdown in overtime. He was still beating quarterbacks. He beat Kansas City's Patrick Mahomes. So we got to get off of that. We got to get off of that, man. So it's going to be something to see. New coaches. It's crazy. Once again, let's go back to the guy who I feel, once again, I really want to get to that fight. We're going to get to it. Listen, Mike Tomlin, man, he's out there. It's a good coaching board that's out there. You got Dable, you got Cliff King, Cliff Kingsbury, excuse me. You got real good list, man. Listen, not coming to me. Stefanski, I don't know about anybody wants Stefanski. Not what he did with Shadir Sanders. Now, I don't like to put badness on nobody's name. But anyway, let's go to this. Let's call it what I was at. Listen, Usyk against Wilder. I'm hearing about this, man. And let's go to it. And before we get back, we got to get back. It's another thing. We got to get to the statement from Tomlin. But let's get to Usyk and Wilder. The project set to be announced on Friday will form part of the iconic series. More than a dozen events in 2026 launched by promotional upstart I Visit Boxing. The fight card is set to be finalized in the coming months by IVB. Has been linked with Alexander Usyk and IVB chief Ed Pereira. Did not rule a move for the heavyweight champion. The July 11th event, which will be streamed on YouTube, is slated to include a music festival and a fan village. It forms part of a wider mission to bring boxing back to the people. YouTube is spearheading ambitious plans for a boxing show in San Francisco that will set a new world record crowd of nearly 150,000 fans, organizers told the Daily Mail. Oh, wow. July 11th. July 11th. This is crazy. I mean, Wilder, man, I'm looking to see more and more from Wilder. And Usyk is one of the best pound for pound. He's number 2, no question. To me, it's Johnny's guy, no Usyk is, some people say he's number 1. I say different, man. I say different. We got to do a little bit different on who's pound for pound. I like Usyk, man. To me, Usyk, man. Usyk is you're looking for those knockout guys. You want the knockout guys. All right? You want them. It's not even no question. You want those guys, and Usyk gives you that. And if you're looking at who's the best, to me is Noah Eno. You know what I'm saying? Noah Eno is excuse me if I'm saying that right. This is a big puncher. Everybody probably listening to this like, well, he's getting it wrong. Noah Eno, 32 and 0, 27 KOs. Every time you see him, his last fight, I mean, he really put the works in his last fight. So it's a lot of guys, and Usyk is by Ring Magazine #1. Noah Eno. This guy can definitely, I mean, he is something else. Something else. So this is the fight right here that we're looking to be that fight. And this could be big. Okay, let's go. Let's go. You know what? I'm glad. Listen, how you doing, Kataya's mom? Now, I'm glad about that comment because I want to know how certain y'all feel about some of these candidates. And we're about to go right now. We got to go back because I wanted to put this on there. Now, when Tomlin went down, he told he had a statement. After much thought and reflection, I have decided to step down as head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers. This organization has been a huge part of my life for many years, and it has been an absolute honor to lead this team. I'm deeply grateful to Art Rooney II and the late Ambassador Rooney for their trust and support. I'm also thankful to the players who gave everything they had every day, and coaches and staff whose commitment and dedication made this journey so meaningful. I want to also thank the Steelers Nation. Your passion, royalty, and high expectations represent what makes the franchise truly special. Coaching in Pittsburgh is unlike anywhere else, and will always take pride in having been a steward of this team. Wow. While this chapter comes to a close, my respect and love for the Pittsburgh Steelers will never change. I'm excited for what the future holds. This organization, I will forever be grateful for my time coaching in Pittsburgh. Now, listen, we got to go back to Kataya's. Listen, shout out once again. Shout out once again to no question, Mike Tomlin. All right, here we go. Kataya's mom. Now, this is something. Not a fan of Dabo due to how he handled Jackson Dart's concussion. Also, Bama is not known for developing QBs. Hurts didn't evolve until he got to Oklahoma. Okay. Wait. Kataya's mom is one of is VIP around here, man. VIP around here, okay? Let me tell you something. He did develop. That man was a freshman, taking them to the national title. You know, he had his downside, but he developed there. Now, the big thing is this. Now, did he evolve? Did he evolve? He didn't evolve till he got to Oklahoma. Oh, my God. The light was saw. 1,000 yards, 4,000, Heisman Trophy candidate. Oh, yes, he did evolve. So I see what you're saying. How he handled that car concussion, I mean, I dig it. But, you know, he got a lot of people around him. He wouldn't be able to make that decision on his own. He's not the head coach anymore. And he has a great relationship with Jalen Hurts. And he's from Alabama. He also knows Devontae Smith. This would be a very great signing. It's no question this would be good. But I understand. I understand if you don't like because that was just stupid. How he handled Dart's concussion. That was stupid. It was clearly stupid. And I don't understand how, you know, how you're around a staff. That giant staff is I don't know what to say about that. It's crazy. If we didn't have Fangio, I would love him to coach the Birds. Ha ha. Yeah, we got to put that there. That's crazy. All right, well, yeah, man. Coach the Birds. No, I like Sirianni, man. I like Sirianni. The only thing I don't like about Sirianni, Fangio, I don't think Fangio is your coach. He don't want to coach because I think he knows what it's like. I think he has seen it because he would have left the Eagles. He would have left the Eagles, okay. He would have left the Eagles. I think it's real big to see Fangio, man. I love that he's there. And Sirianni is just a guy that he's good. He's good with players. He's just good with players. And you look at AJ and all that. AJ's getting personal because they have personal relationships. Believe me, he's a very good coach in directing things. But the only thing is he got too much heart. Brian Johnson shouldn't have been the offensive coordinator. No, I don't care. Don't move anybody else up. Don't move anybody else up. Don't like Patullo. Jesus Christ, man. Sometimes you should just took the keys from him. And you said, I mean, Tomlin, not Dable. Yeah, no question. Yeah, okay, I got you. That makes. I mean, Tomlin, not Dable. To show the crowd, yeah, should mean Tomlin, not Dable. Yeah, okay, I dig it. Yeah, Tomlin. I wouldn't want him as a coordinator either. I don't think he would do good just in one spot. But you know, he just been a boss too long. It's 19 years, man. 19 years. Who I think he would be good with, I think it would be Washington. Give him anybody. One thing you're gonna have a winning record. If it's 8-8, which it can't happen no more like that, 8-8. So you're gonna have to go 9-8. So he's gonna have a winning record. No question. Looking at the next thing I would really want to talk about, it's kind of crazy. Going back, because I wonder if anybody know what I was talking about when we first got here, it was Stephen A. Smith. Like, come on, man. Why are y'all trying to call him my Uncle Tom? It's crazy. Uncle Tom? Uncle Tom? This man is what you look for, a guy that is a role model to your kids. You might not like some of the stuff he says sometimes. That's your opinion. But Uncle Tom, you don't have to disrespect him. This is who you want your kids. If your son becomes Stephen A. Smith, he's not an Uncle Tom. He's a successful black man. He's just corporate. There's some things I didn't like Stephen A. Smith said. Like I told people, there's some things I don't like. He's agree with what he says. But I can agree to disagree with him. I don't have to, Uncle Tom, and y'all are crazy. One person was like, how he talks to women. How he talks to women, this is the debating field. This is not about man or woman. This is about intelligence. So he gonna come at her. He's not disrespecting any of them. It's crazy. Like when what is her name, man? Oh, Jesus. I will come back with their name, but it was one analyst. There's a female analyst. She was saying that Stephen A. didn't speak up for the WNBA with this flat platform. It was on First Take before, and they always spoke up for the women. It was just riding on momentum. What did you want them to do? Extra talk? I don't get that part. Like, they are putting them on a platform regardless, and they got women analysts. Like, and y'all getting to speak, say what they want. They got shows. You got to understand, it was a time when women didn't even have a say, and it's really unfair. It's unfair they're not getting paid. It's unfair that women are not getting some of the money. He's not supporting Donald Trump, man. He's not supporting Donald Trump. Like, he's not supporting Donald Trump. We could put it out. Ty's mom say, folks are calling him a Tom because he's been supporting Cheeto. Cheeto is Donald Trump. He's not like where? I've seen him speak up on things, like when he spoke up on the ICE and what they had to do when he was for it because it was all lawful. Look, you can agree to disagree. I think Donald Trump the shit he's doing is retarded. There's no question he's doing some retarded shit. He's not supposed to be doing it. It's not. You're not supposed to go there. But what Stephen A. is saying is that he saw no laws broken. That's his opinion. He's not saying that he's also spoke against Donald Trump. Y'all haven't seen this? He's talking about the actual action. That's his opinion. I feel like this ICE shit shouldn't be out here at all. You don't have to go get people like that. You don't have to put ICE out here like that, the SWAT team. And he didn't say that, but the action was right. He said for what this particular thing that happened, yeah, he felt like that was it. I don't feel like that's good. I don't agree with it. No, I don't agree with it, but that's his opinion. Y'all got to stop that. Why you calling him? How is he an Uncle Tom because he feels like that certain situation? Y'all got to stop that, man. Y'all got to stop that. He's a black man. He's doing this thing. He goes on different shows. Is what it is. He supports people. He doesn't stare away from you. Even the street type shows, he don't stare away from people. He never does. He's from New York. He's from Brooklyn. The man just know how to talk from jail to Yale, and he's a person that it's things he did. Kataya, remember that time? It was some type of something he spoke on with somebody. got hit on the court, and he said he called the NBA, and he said I called them, and one of the guys, I think it was Steven Jackson, was like, "Hey man, why you calling the NBA? Why you got to snitch and all?" That's who he is. He's corporate. What are y'all talking about? He's corporate. He's not from the y'all. What do y'all give him the street rules for? What do y'all give? Everybody don't live. For one, if we not obeying God's rules, we are obeying the wrong rules any damn way. So let's cut that in half. Ha shoo, shoo, Ginsu blade. Are you crazy? And for two, what do you mean? He's corporate. He's not. You don't expect him to be somebody he's not. Now, I don't agree with that either. Stephen, why you call him up? But I can also answer my own question because he's Stephen A. Smith. Yo, that's not a nobody's. Listen, y'all are judging this on the wrong criteria. This is that snitching stuff is crazy. This is we're talking about sports analysis. We're not talking. I say analysis. I'm making words up. Did y'all hear that? Being a sports analyst, man. Being a sports analyst, this is all perfectly cool. Anybody could do it. Now, you could go back to the streets or go back to your grandmama when she was like, stop being a tattletale all you want, because he did tell. You're right. He did. I wouldn't have did it. If I was an analyst, I wouldn't have been like, oh, man, I wouldn't have called. What am I calling him up for? But that's him. That's him. So disagree, but don't call him an Uncle Tom. He's just saying, yo, I'm calling him up because they look dirty. Uncle Tom? Uncle Tom, let me tell you something. A sellout, it's a sellout. It's an official sellout. How do you sell out black people? How do you sell out anything? How do you sell out? What, calling them and telling that somebody did? He did do something. We just wouldn't have all told about it or talked about it. He didn't put that man. What the fuck? If he would have got suspended, that would have been bad, right? That would have been bad because he called up and it got him suspended. But that's just what happened. Stephen A. is one of the people you don't do stuff in front of. You can't call him an Uncle Tom. He's who he is. Uncle Tom is him being a sellout. He's who he is. Hell out of here, man. Y'all crazy as hell, man. That's crazy. Y'all got to stop, man. This man's a successful black man. And then you start putting other things on him. But listen, man, I want to talk to y'all. Big time things going on. I got a lot of the Sixers are doing good. The Sixers, man. Sixers are doing good. They're doing great. I like what's going on. A trade is going to happen. A trade is going to happen. No question. A trade is going to happen. I think Quinn Grimes will get traded. But listen, man, I'm out of here. Great talking to y'all. Everybody follow me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram. HighLevelSports.com under construction. We're about to get more stuff going on that when we come back on Fire Level, but we still have High Level Sports Talk. And I got Villanova Radio coming soon, man. We got that about to pop off, man. You know what I mean? I got some things to say later on. It'll probably be a couple hours from now. But we out, man. Follow your sports. Stay tuned, man.